Hello! So, I know quite a few of you have been after me doing a bit of a tutorial on the face masks. So I thought I'd give dust off the old camera and give it a go. Not quite sure how well this will go. Anyway, we can only fail, can't we? So the version I've been sewing is the Sweet Red Poppy version. If you go online, sweetredpoppy.com, you'll find it all there. She does loads of different ones. So she does ones with elastic, but if you don't want to use elastic, she does ones with binding as well. I know some people, if you've got a latex allergy, you can't use elastic, so maybe think about using the binding one. So it's really simple. You just need 2 bits of fabric, 2 bits of elastic and a bit of thread. What's more simple than that? So the size of fabric you want is just 2 rectangles, 9" by 7". That's a good size for an adult. If you're doing a child's one, do it a little bit smaller. I think she's got the sizes on there for a child's one, but I am making for kids. Oh no. And then 2 bits of elastic, 7". 2 bits of 7" long elastic. I've been using 6mm elastic. Find that's alright for, doesn't rub behind the ears. I started off using 10mm and pushed your ear forward. It got hooked right in that crease and pushed your ear forward, so I find 6mm nice and snug. You could even go a bit thinner, like just get that hat elastic, which is round, a bit thicker than shearing. And if you're struggling to get elastic at all, just use some hair bobbles, something like that. The world is your oyster. Anyway, if you're going to make a few masks, don't mess about measuring out all your fabric. Just make yourself a paper pattern, then just pin it on and away you go. You don't want to be messing about with these, do you? I've got mine down to 15 minutes. So yeah, I'm a bit of a beast, a bit of a face mask beast. So what you want to do first, your first step is actually stitching on the elastic to one of your pieces. So this is the short edge here, this is the long edge. So you want to put your elastic on one of the short edges. I've used a different colour thread so it stands out a bit. So you have to place it about 1 inch down from the top. Make sure the elastic is going inwards. Don't pin it that way. I've done that before. That's a bit of a nightmare to rectify when you're nearly finished. So yes, it's like a C shape if you look, because your pin there goes all the way around and then the other end finishes here. So it's like a loop. That's the bit that goes around your ears. So yeah, so I've half pinned. So I've done one side, this is the other, so I'll just show you how to sew it on. I've been using about 1/4 inch seam allowance for the elastic at this stage, so just bear with me. I pinned it on that first side, but I don't actually pin it anymore. I find pins a bit too faffy. I just tend to hold it in place. But you know, whatever floats your boat. You pin away if you want. So say that. I'm struggling now. Here we go. Right. It's only a few stitches to get each end on. There you go. So we've got elastic on both sides now. Yay! So now your elastic's on, you want to sew the other piece of fabric onto the piece with the elastic. So you want to pin it right sides together, and then when you pin in, make sure your elastic is nice and free inside. you have to make sure you can actually feel it when you're pinning the fabric on. You can feel your elastic sandwiched in between, so just make sure that it's not caught along your sewing line. You don't want a trapped loop, do you? That's the last thing you want. So yeah, so I've actually just started sewing round, so around there I've sewn that long edge and that long edge, so I just need to sew this edge now. For this I've been using 3/8 of an inch seam allowance, and then when you're sewing your last long edge, make sure you leave like 1.5 inches at the end, because you need to turn this through. There, just stop about there. You don't want to leave too small a gap, because you'll really struggle to pull this through. There, that's how much I've left. Okay, so I've turned the fabric through, so there's my loops, nothing's been trapped, which is nice. There's the gap that you left when you were stitching round, so that's how I turned it through. No need, but I do like to fanny on. So I've got a bit of a point turn. I'm just going to push my points out. We want a sharp point, don't we? No need. But there you go. Okay. That's bit done. Okay, so I think this bit is the most faffy of the whole process. This is the faffy bit. It's to get the pleats in the middle. So Sweet Red Poppy, what they suggest you do, and it's what I've been doing to be honest, is fold it in half, press, so then you've got a centre crease, and then bring each top and bottom to the middle. Again, try not to iron your elastic, don't like it apparently. And then you've got it into 4. So what you've got to do now, see, so you start from the bottom, hook your fingers round there, can you see, just at the top of that crease, and then bring it down to form a pleat. And then I just bob a pin in like that, can you see there? And then try and make it equal on the other side. It's sometimes a bit easier said than done. There we go. That's not equal at all, is it? That's rubbish. Not normally like this. There we go. I'm going to pop pin in like that. There we go. There. So then we do same there. Same that side. And then finally this one at the top. Same this side. There you go. So you've got 3 pleats, which then when you wear them will stretch out like that. Okay. Now we need to sew those in place. So what some people do is just stitch down one edge, 2 edge, and then close up that little gap that we created earlier, which is there. Then you're done. But you know, I like it to be a bit nicer than that, so I just top stitch all the way around, catching that bit in as I go, and then it's done. So off we pop. I do a really small seam allowance for this bit. Probably an eighth of an inch, something like that. You'd have to do it like that, do what you want. I won't come and get you, I'm not bothered. So there we go, unfinished mask. A mask Chris Whitty would be proud of. I'll even model it for you. Bear with me. I think my ears are really small, you know, I struggle with stuff. There we go. Look at that. Protected and stylish. Who knew? Anyway, thank you for bearing with me. Hope you liked that. Again, sweetredpoppy.com. She's got loads of tutorials on there, not just masks. There's all sorts. Just a thing about fabric. So I've just used fat quarters for these, just a quilting cotton, because I've got a high thread count, so they're very good. They offer a nice level of filtration just as a natural thing anyway. So yes, so enjoy. Happy mask making.